Crisis over at the streaming giant Netflix, but as ever, what's it regarding? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to see you today, hope you're all keeping well. Yes, flask update, got one, not too bad. Still trying to locate a nice Stanley flask, all in good time though. At least we've got something as the weather takes a turn for the worst. You do need a brew, don't you? You're out and about all day, you know. A lot of people ask me, by the way, what's it like up in Downing Street, Neil? Cold, windy. And let me just leave this point there, no facilities, you get what I'm saying? If you're friendly with the British Metropolitan Police, they do have a secret restroom. I'll just leave that moment there. You have to be friendly though. A lot of those journalists on the Downing Street beat, as we found out, are simply not, as you can imagine. Back as ever though to your breaking royal story of the day. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, there's a big crisis looming over in the land of Netflix, the streaming giant. That's right, because, you know, as we now know with Netflix, they make their money from you, the customer. It's you that pays that subscription fee. And I've never had Netflix or anything like that, so I'm not quite sure, but I believe there's varying degrees of subscription, isn't there? So you can pay with ads, without ads, all sorts of stuff, exclusive specials. To me, you know, ultimately, if you look at the list and think, is there anything on worth watching, then of course something may be worth a subscription fee. But it takes a lot to get my wallet open, as you can imagine. So far I've resisted that temptation. Seemingly though, this particular story is the reason why a similar, well, problem is really happening for Netflix, and it's all really about people power. As you know, they're streaming the next series of The Crown, which has already been, you know, sort of controversial. People are saying it's this and it's that. Then we've had celebrities come out, including former prime ministers like the Right Honourable John Major, and of course huge stars like Dame Judi Dench. Fascinating stuff. However, now what's developed is this, which you will have read, of course, in your newsprint, that The Crown, after much debacle, have now decided that they're going to put a disclaimer at the front of each and every episode. This is because it's fanciful nonsense. Great fun, nonetheless, you know, well filmed, well acted, some might say, but it's a soap opera. It's a bit like Dallas and Dynasty, not Slandon and Falcon Crest. You simply can't take it seriously. So why, after 5 series now, have Netflix really backed off? Is it to do with the money they paid to Harry and Meghan? Is it to do with the fact that Harry and Meghan have yet to come out with anything worthwhile for the streaming giants? Well, there's a little bit of that, let me tell you. The biggest reason is this: Netflix is in free fall. They're losing thousands and thousands of subscribers, and you are that subscriber, you know. Now, if you don't really adhere to what the British public, or indeed the worldwide public, want, particularly more so when it's featuring, well, something that's so well loved like the British monarchy, then you have to really think again about how you're going to pitch your market. And that truly is the reason why they've caved in. Nothing to do with the stars coming out, nothing to do about showing respect for the wonderful British monarchy. Absolute poppycock to that. It's all about their bottom dollar, their pockets. They knew that you, the wonderful public out there, can make or break it. And so far they're losing so many subscribers, they had no option but to curtail to what we want. Moving forward, of course, will this now be enough? Or indeed, will you now resubscribe, given the fact they've decided to finally tell you that in fact it's all made up, fictitious, soap opera style, but wonderful nonsense? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.